Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Real Arsenal Talk with your hosts, as always, in these chairs, Stevie and Larry. I had to do the Larry bit because I just found it funny. Stevie, how you doing?
I'm living the dream, bro. Living the dream. Yourself?
Well, I was doing well until I was going to say, like, I think something happened right there in that second. No, I'm good, and apologies about the late start this evening, but I had a gardener come round. That's not a euphemism for anything. It was an actual gardener to fence my garden.
Pulling up anything in particular?
Fence my garden and clean my bush.
Nice.
So there you go.
Men's
Make of that what you will.
Get rather deep.
Yes, the deep bush, in the deep bush. So he had to come around. That's the only time, and it worked for me because obviously I was at work. But anyway, we finally made it onto the podcast studios, respectively. Good. Stevie,
You seem in a good mood, Larry.
Football, sports, kicking.
Are you telling me something, sir?
No, it's all good. I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to round up what's happened in the past few days in sports, because we're sports fans. So. I think so. I don't know. We pretend to be, I think.
Quickly, just before we get into it.
You always say just quickly, but you don't have to be just quickly. You could be as slow as you want.
Okay.
We've already had the euphemisms earlier today. Let's move on with it, please. Let's keep it moving.
Because it's either going to go one way or the other. You're going to go no, and that'll be the end of the conversation. Or you're going to say, yes, I have.
But I'm not admitting to anything, to nothing on air at all.
I know nothing.
I'm not doing it.
Have you heard of the Schumann resonance?
No, I have not. But I am interested.
No.
No, that helps. That should really help because I'm trying to keep the conversation going. So, tell me about the Schumann theory.
No.
The Schuster theory?
Schumann resonance. Schumann resonance.
Was that his actual name or Schumann?
I think he probably first discovered it, but no, I'm not going to talk about it because it's pointless. But anyway, let's move on. You could maybe Google it and talk about it later on.
But you got me hooked in. What's it, Schumann? How do you spell it? Like an actual Schumann? No.
As in Schumacher. But
yeah, I know, but I can't. I'm already too far deep into it now. So, wow. That's some conspiracy theory right there.
It's not a conspiracy.
Just kidding.
It's genuine. In fact,
I'm playing. Genuine. That's crazy.
Genuine.
Set spectral peaks in the extremely low frequency portion of the Earth's electromagnetic. Okay, all right. So what are you saying?
I've been suffering from it. That's all. Suffering.
Wait, sorry. Did I misread that? Wait, is that bad for you? Oh.
It can.
Is that what it makes you do? That's crazy.
Yes.
All right. Okay. That's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But does it make you back teeth rattle? I don't. I don't know.
We'll just move on.
Okay. I think we should. I think we should. I mean,
yeah. But anyone out there who might actually have any inclination of what we're talking about, and potentially get in touch,
Well, obviously, and address it to Steve-O. F-A-O,
yeah.
Steve-O.
Not Larry, because he hasn't got a fucking Scooby.
I will not be able to answer that. I'm a man of some knowledge, I think.
You're a man of the city.
But I have limitations. Okay, I have my limitations to...
You're not a tree hugger.
To Schumanns and Schumachers and whatnot. Anyway, Stevie, right, no, we're going to move on. We're going to move on from that.
What do you want to talk about, Larry?
Tune in to the Schumann resonance at 88.3 kHz. Kilohertz. It's too far up, man. No, okay, so what do I want to talk about? Stevie, obviously, England have progressed. That's, one thing that we should talk about a little bit. And 2-1. Wow. Was it? Was it 2-1?
Yeah.
It was, of course it was, because they scored first. Yeah, Namin, look, Namin. I don't know what Namin. I don't know who Namin is, by the way. I don't know who that is. Right, Namin, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry for calling you out like that, all right?
But if you are called Yamin,
but
please get in touch.
Look, we faced a Norway side that we kind of thought, yeah, all right, this is going to be a good match. They're probably going to give us a good run. And for a while, it wasn't it, really? It wasn't so much like, they were pushing us in any sort of direction, but it was just they weren't making it easy for us to break through, and obviously a couple of players not at their best, especially in the first half. So it didn't make for good watching, did it? Right at the beginning of the match, no. You're kind of thinking, I hate England every time they play these sorts of fucking high stakes. Why are we not fucking playing some good football? That's how I felt. And I'm guessing you probably had a similar feeling, maybe cleaned up some of the words. But yeah, so like you said, first half, it was difficult. They were difficult to break through. Anything that jumped out to you that you didn't care for?
Well, I mean, they were a very organised team. I know that they beat Brazil, not a very good Brazil team by any standards, but they were very hard to break down, and they proved that obviously when we played them, whether that was down to the personnel we had. Obviously, Madueke 0 out of 10, Gordon 2 or 3 out of 10 possibly, apart from his pass to Bellingham. But just in general, I just thought we struggled to break them down, and is that just down to our lack of creativity in midfield? I don't know. Wingers, I don't know. It just seemed very, very poor. But is that, again, like I say, is that down to Norway's ability to kind of nullify us? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, that's what it was, wasn't it? But then again, some tactical mistakes, let's call them, were made, I think. And it seemed for the majority of the first half that Bellingham and Kane had sort of changed roles, right? Because you saw Bellingham further up front than you did Kane, for the most part, anyway. And I didn't like that, because that's neither of their strengths right now. Like, Kane can still manage to go in behind and sneak a goal in as he's done before, and he still can do. And Bellingham is, I don't want to say the creative player, because that's not really what he sort of seen. He's not that style of player, but at the same time, he does make the play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he is there making the runs, stretching defenders out, trying to get Madueke on a fucking ball. But, he's a simpleton. That's what Madueke is, a simpleton. But yeah, look, so I think in the first half, I think that was, for me anyway, that was where the problem sort of, that's where it was, in terms of Kane and Bellingham. It just didn't maximize that midfield. And then on top of that, you had Declan Rice, who was just, I mean, the guy has one leg, really, doesn't he? And he's ill at the same time. It's difficult. It's very difficult to watch him out there playing. And I know in the group that was the sort of topic of discussion, really, wasn't it? Yeah. Declan Rice, whether he starts or how long he gets. And in all honesty, and I know this is hindsight, but the fact that from what we saw, it probably would have been worth just leaving him on the bench, because he didn't provide anything. He didn't impact the game in any sort of way that we know he can. And sorry, got it right there. It's stuck right there. But yeah, so yeah, exactly. Right there. There it is, right there. It's gone. As a man, by the way, let me just tap that as a man right there. So it was. It was. We've talked about all sorts of stuff, and we're only 9 minutes in, so. But we're definitely not going to stick to an hour and a half. By the way, that's not going to happen. There was no F1. We can't do that. That's too much. All right, but that was fun. I really enjoyed it, because it was a full conversation. So. For this one, it was more. I just more about England and progressing through and seeing the other teams and seeing what could potentially happen. But yeah, sorry. Going back to it with Declan Rice, it was just, that's where Tuchel really needs to take a bit more responsibility and just be like, look, it was a mistake really putting him on. I mean, he had 2 corners, 1 free kick. They were terrible. It was
painful. It was a painful watch, wasn't it? I think with Declan Rice, we've alluded to it a lot, on our pods throughout the season that at times, and particularly after Christmas, he looked shattered, and we were like, he needs a rest, but he kept playing through the pain. There was times he looked, absolutely like he was always crawling, and I think come the end of the season, it couldn't have happened at the worst time, the World Cup, because he's straight into it, and it's proven now that he's a shadow of his self basically from the start of the season, because he was the engine, wasn't he? He was our engine basically, and potentially why we won the league. But I think with England, I think like you say, Tuchel, has he got his tactics wrong? And he might have, but whether if he only knows how fit he is, doesn't he? We're not like privy to training and things like that, and to see how fit each player looks. So only he knows. I know, like you say, it's the World Cup and everyone wants to play, and they'll probably lie about their injuries and things like that. But I just think with Tuchel, I think he's not like Southgate and manager of the past. I think if he doesn't agree with a player, he's off, and he come off at half time because he'd done fuck all. Like you say, he was dead on his feet really. And Eze, to be fair, came on, and I thought Eze did really well. I thought once he grew into the game, rather than getting 15-20 minutes right then, he got a full half. And personally, I thought he grew right into the game, and he was controlled on the ball, and he didn't get knocked off. He lost it maybe once or twice, but everyone else did. But I thought Eze did really well. But Rice, to me, if he's fit, do you start him? Or if he's half fit, do you bring him on? It's a conundrum, that, isn't it? That Tuchel will know best, and we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean, we're not short of good players, like you said. Eze coming on, just why not start with him? Like if start with him in the sense of especially knowing that Rice is injured and has an illness. Know that, like, why even coach, I want to play. Like, right, Dec, sit down. You're sitting this one out, mate. It's done. All right, that's it. If we need you, I will put you on the last 15 minutes to control some shit. But until then, there's no reason for me to put you on. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, again, and after seeing that performance, we were sort of proven right in a sense. Like, you don't really need a half decent, Declan Rice, or a quarter decent Declan Rice. Just leave him off. Sit him on the bench. We got Eze. Eze's good enough. He can sometimes create. Him and Bellingham, I think, that they could work well together, because they are those sort of players. They're forward-thinking players. I'm not saying Rice isn't, but they're different types, of course. But yeah, even Eze, like, when he came on, he sort of like fell into that Rice role, as in the deep playmaker sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like connecting the two, the attack and midfield together. But that's something that Rice couldn't do. He just didn't have the pace for it, the energy, the stamina, none of that. So I really hope, just don't start with him this time. All right, that's all we ask for. Just don't start with him. See how it goes. If you desperately need someone like that, then yeah, all right, fair enough, whatever. But there's no reason to push him to the limits at this sort of stage. If anything, just save him for the final. But yeah, no, yes. Again, I totally forgot that we have that player. He's a very good fucking player. Like, and again, with the England shirt, like you've said many times before, players react differently. They have a different energy about them. It's like Power Ranger suits, and it's like, it's morphin' time, and then they transform into this like patriot fucking football player. And I'm not talking about the New England Patriots. But okay, let's move on. Let's move it on from that. But so look, they scored the first goal. What's his fucking name? What's the guy's name? Schlurdup. What's he called? I sure do. What's no, seriously, what was the name?
Shut the fuck
up. Close to that. Sheldrup. Okay, Sheldrup. Right. Okay, there you go. So he scores. He's been all right for Norway.
Decent player,
he's been all right.
Is he the one that I was raving about? Or was it? I think it was him, Sheldrup, wasn't it? Because I think he was taking them on, and then I know he crossed it in for Haaland against Brazil. And yes, it was a cross.
Two assists against Brazil. Yeah. So he's been 2 assists against Brazil, 1 against France. What else has he done when he's played? Yeah, so he's had a decent rating overall as well. Do you know what I mean? So he hasn't been bad at all. He would be. I would see him close to like a Leandro Trossard. I think. Did you say that before? Was it you?
Yeah, I think it was you. I know we're linked with Solis, but for a similar sort of price.
Yeah, why not give him a go?
We've seen him, haven't we?
22-year-old as well, so it's still young. He was lively enough, linking up with Odegaard.
He wouldn't mind being
Arsenal.
a sub.
That's exactly where that was the next point as well. So, an interesting one. Could we be one of the first people to be like, oh, let's sign that guy? That way, by the way, there's other people out there. I'm sure there is, because again, they're not blind, right? Their eyes work. He's been a good player, so
yes.
Look, 36th minute. Obviously, Odegaard with the assist. He's had a good campaign.
Do you think he had I think so. To be fair, I mean,
I know you shitted on him before, right? But let's just get some perspective.
Listen,
go on. I'm listening, bro. I'm listening. We all are.
Yo, listen up, bro.
We all
listen.
are.
I think that. My argument is, and I've said it a lot of times in whether it's been on social media posts, whether it's been on our group chats, that international players perform differently internationally. And Mikel Merino is a prime example, and Odegaard as well. Some play brilliantly, some have a shit international career. And that's none more evident than certain England players, which we won't go into now. But yeah, Odegaard, I think he's had a really good tournament, and I'm glad he's coming home in a way, because like I say, he was probably a bit tired, but he's just getting up to speed. So I think it bodes really well for the upcoming season, because he had a bit of a stop-start season with us last term, didn't he? And I think that probably contributed to his demise in a way, because he was pretty shit all season, to be fair. He didn't set the world alight. He scored, one season, I think a few seasons ago, he scored 15, didn't he? And then the season after, 11 or something like that. But last season, he was pretty shit. So I'm glad he's had a good tournament. And I think that bodes well for, like you say, for the future in the Premiership. Who knows? He might become shit again. I don't know. But my argument would be on that is that some players play brilliant for their club, for the country, sorry. Mikel Merino won, which we will come to. But yeah, I think he's had a great tournament, and I'm glad he's coming home.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now we can get the drills going. Do you know what I mean? And look, I wouldn't mind if Rice came on a bit early, but
I know
we still want England to win. We still want England to win. Yeah. Let's just be fair. So yeah, look, and when we say assist by Odegaard, it was a pass, and obviously shoulder up, he did the rest. And okay, cross or a goal? What do you think? Where do we stand?
I think it was a cross, but Pickford, what the fuck?
Yeah. I think. Go on. Sorry, go on.
No, I mean. I don't know if you know my thoughts on Pickford. I just think he's okay. I don't think he's great.
He's been good. He's been good for England. And again, it falls nicely to your theory of players playing for their country. So
club versus country. Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I just think if he was, I don't know, 4 inches taller, 5 inches taller, 6 inches taller, I think he would be
Courtois size.
Courtois, yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think he's an okay keeper. He doesn't instill any confidence. If I was like the back four, if I was a defender, I would think to myself, oh, fucking hell, Pickford, he's a bit shit. He got caught out against, was it Panama? That first goal, was it Panama? I can't remember. Panama or Ghana. Who did we play?
I think it was
Panama?
Ghana, wasn't it? It was Ghana.
He scored against us.
Yeah, I think it was Ghana, wasn't it?
Yeah. He doesn't fill me with confidence. He's not great for Everton, but again, like you say, he plays probably better for England. So he went for that shot and then he pulled his arm away, didn't he? His hand away, kind of. But if it had been a bit taller, who knows? Would he have saved it and knocked it? So I don't know. It was just a freak goal, really, and it caught everyone out, I think, didn't it?
I'm just looking at that different angle now, and to be fair to him, I think he sort of it seemed like he misjudged where he was, in terms of positioning. because he probably was caught off. He probably thought that was a cross and then thought, oh shit, wait a second, that's a different trajectory. I can speak. I know I can. All right, just bear with me.
Put your teeth back in.
I will get. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, like you said, free goal. I think it was a cross. To be honest, he was. Yes, he looked up, but no way he looked up at the goal thinking I'm gonna fucking get this in there. But a missed kick, a bit of fortune and misfortune in terms of the kick and what happened. Brilliant. So yeah, it was fun, and you don't mind seeing those types of goals because as much as you're saying Pickford, it caught everyone off guard, really. You know, it was sort of by surprise. It's like, oh shit, the ball is going to the goal. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, it doesn't look good for our defenders, but that's the way I look at it. So yeah, I think good goal in the end. And to be honest, when it's a goal that's sort of shot from outside the box, should it really count as an assist to the player who passed it? Like, do you know what I mean? It's not an assist in my mind is when you're in the box and you sort of, oh, okay, he's in a better position, let me just slip him in. But if you have to shoot from the outside the box, should that really count as an assist? I don't know. Anyway, let us know out there, people. What do you think? So that was 1-0, 36th minute. A bit like, first half, shit, this is not good. But at the same time, by the way, like I could see Norway going and winning it. Do you know what I mean? Just from what we showed in the first half, I was like, right, okay, these guys are very fucking dangerous. And all it takes is a couple of crosses to Haaland, and that's all she wrote, really. But yeah, so 1-0, and just on the brink of halftime, the Jude himself, man, does it again. Is that 6 goals in 6?
It is, yeah. I think
by the end of the match, it was 6.
Yeah, 6 in total. Yeah.
So by this point, 5 and 6. It's crazy. Like, and I know what I've said about Bellingham, and I will stick to my guns until proven otherwise. But you can't deny what he does for us, you know, and definitely the definition of clutch player. I'd never had the pleasure of watching Gascoigne play, so I don't know, like, you know, people comparing him to that guy. But as we've compared, we have compared this, you know, we'll compare Bellingham to Zidane. So I think that's a much higher honour, in all honesty.
Yeah, I've said it many times. I mean, I'll go and watch the match around my mate's house, and I've said it many times. You know, when he first joined. And he joined Madrid. I said, he is like Zidane. He reminds me. I mean, he's number 5, which, you know, Zidane was number 5 for Madrid. But he just reminds me of the way he plays. He's not fast, and Zidane wasn't fast. It's just the way he's elegant. He glides across the pitch like Zidane used to. But I think Zidane's probably elevated a lot higher, in my personal opinion. I think he's got a long way to go to get to that, but he has similar kind of hallmarks of his style. And if we win the World Cup, then he probably would be classed as England's greatest player. I
can live with that. I think everyone can live with that, to be honest. But and then the thing is, he merits it. I'm just watching his first goal and the way that he just ran through the
first touch. Awesome.
It was brilliant. It really was brilliant. It took it through all the way to the end and then just managed to actually get the shot off. It was just fantastic. So and it's no real surprise at this point, is it? You know what I mean? When you're watching him. So, but yeah, he did it again. 1-1 going into the first half, and I guarantee Tuchel must have messed some people up in there and like called some names out.
Yes.
Because there was some terrible performances. Like, you know, Gordon was number 1. I think our centre backs, John Stones, he made some mistakes. He wasn't too bad. You know, wasn't too bad, but he made some mistakes.
He got caught napping, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And it's like, okay, but I mean, this guy's played, 5 games all season or 6 games all season last season. So, yeah, I was just surprised that he made the squad in the first place. But when he's on, he's like, all right, I can live with Stones. Like, you know, he may have one mistake, usually doesn't cost, but he does have it in him. So, but yeah, for me, Gordon, by the way, was just fucking terrible. Oh my God.
I think... yeah, you're right. Gordon was, apart from, obviously, he did set up Bellingham. He did pass it through to Bellingham. So I'm going to, ease off the harsh stick. But for me, one of our own is kind of, he's lucky to be in the squad to start with. Never mind lucky to start, but Madueke, mate.
Yeah,
mate.
Sorry, I apologise. That should have been the first name. Arsenal bias. Sue me. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Madueke, I like his chaos or chaotic nature, but it doesn't fucking go anywhere. It doesn't.
Who's he like? He's like a young version of Traore for Wolves.
Good shout.
Do you remember
Good
the
shout.
big, strong?
Yeah. Adama Traore. Yeah.
Adama Traore, fantastic going forward, but end product, wow, ball. He's to be fair, I think Traore is actually better than Madueke. As strange as that sounds, I think he's got probably a better end product, and he can beat people. Madueke to me just looks like lost. He looks like he's just messing about on a park.
Yeah. It does seem a bit like nonchalant most of the times. It's
I hope Arteta's watching, thinking you ain't playing for us again.
Yeah, Max Dowman right there.
Yeah,
put him on.
You've got Saka and you've got Dowman, and that's it for me.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, don't get me wrong. He might be totally different when he comes back to Arsenal. He might be fantastic. I can't see it. I think he's done. I think we need to get a shot of him.
He's the type of player, right? He's the type of player that you'd put on around the 78th minute if it's 1-1 in a heated game
against Aldershot.
No, just to literally make a run, ball or no ball, into the box. Do you know what I mean? Because he is quick, but the problem is that he can't control that. The ball control itself is terrible for a professional football player.
It is.
And especially for a winger as well, by the way. It's like that's meant to be your trait. That's what that's what you're there for. Like, you have nothing else. At least fucking cut back to your left or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Do something.
Honestly.
So unless Arteta moves him to the left hand side. Because he's what is he, right-footed? He's right-footed, isn't he?
No, he's left-footed.
Is he left-footed? Oh shit! See, that's how bad this guy is. He doesn't even cut inside. Like most of the time, he's just running to the byline. It's like, well, if you run into the byline, that's your weak foot, isn't it?
Exactly.
Madueke.
That's what we were talking about watching the match. Why didn't we just swap him over to the left? Gordon's great with both feet, to be fair. That's kind of why.
Yeah. We're not comparing them. Yeah.
Just put him over on the left. If he's not going to play Gordon or Rashford, stick him on the left, because
just get
the guy is terrible.
Shit, yeah. I agree. I think. I don't know. Let's just see what happens in the in the upcoming season. But from what I've seen so far in the World Cup, not impressed at all. By the way. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that was number one culprit of who was the worst player on the pitch. Because, like you said, Gordon did actually redeem himself by the end, and not just the cross or the pass or whatever. He had generally a better game, because I don't know, he either switched on or kind of realized what was happening in the game. He was making better runs and sort of dropping in a bit deeper in the midfield.
Than Madueke. Madueke can't do. He's useless, isn't he?
Gordon's a bit stronger. I think he's a bit stronger than Madueke. Madueke is just paper fucking bag.
Oh, Gordon's a bit stronger.
Yeah, Gordon's a bit stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you said, he redeemed himself. But yeah, Madueke, oh my god. But it's just unfortunate that Saka is not up to speed to be starting the matches. So Madueke is not
Saka
even.
Was poor. I mean, people have been saying, "Oh, Saka was really good," and I don't know, man. I'm still seeing what I see at Arsenal. I know he's 100 times better than Madueke, and he got past a few players, but he was still ball greedy. He's still doing things that he's doing at Arsenal, cutting inside and shooting when there's 10 players in front of him, and it's just not good enough.
A few times he had 3 defenders on him and he shot directly at them, and it's like, dude, just pass it out, like, work it around or something. But I think if Ben White was part of the team in the right back role, I think Saka would be a lot better, because of that connection that they have and they had at Arsenal at least. But again, that's just ifs and buts, really, because obviously we'll never know. But so going into the second half, few chances. Kane, he sneaks one in there, but unfortunately was offside. And unfortunate, because Harry Kane. You think you're kind of rooting for him now, aren't you, to get like that or go for that golden boot? But then Bellingham's joined the party, so it's like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah,
this is the golden age, right? This is the golden age of English football. Fuck '06. This is the golden age. Like so much fucking better. Like I don't care what anyone else says. Fuck that bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, he has a chance, and then fucking Norway score a few minutes later. But obviously ruled for offside. No, not ruled for offside. Sorry, it was a foul, wasn't it? Haaland just manhandling. Who the fuck was it? Was it Anderson?
Anderson.
Yeah, it's just
his new mate.
Oh my God, it was just It's like welcome to City. Bang, fucking
grow some muscles.
Have some of that, you can't. Nah. But yeah, no, that was rightfully called off because you did just fucking push him and it was arm stretched basically. So 1-1. And Norway go on to have a few more chances. Nothing that really sticks, but again, we're still worried at this point because it is 1-1. And then what is it? What minute was the goal? I had it up here. 2 seconds. We had the goal, and then so it was 1-1.
Like 70th or something.
No, so it was 1-1 throughout the whole second half, and then extra time, wasn't it?
No, was it? Oh, yes, it was.
Extra time. Yeah, it was extra time. And Bellingham, it was 93rd minute, so it was just as soon as the fucking extra time started.
Right.
93rd minute, and
103rd or something.
Yeah. So extra time. Yeah. No, that's right.
103rd. Was it 103rd?
No, it was 93rd. Because it starts from 90. Like it wasn't added time; it was extra time, right?
I don't know. So I thought it would be because 90 is 90. Then it starts fresh from 90. So it would be like 103.
The way that
I don't know.
No, I agree because it should restart, shouldn't it? But the way that it's written here, it literally says 93rd minute, extra time, 93rd minute, Bellingham scores, and then 99th minute, it was a penalty overturned, wasn't it? But yeah, that was actually, do you know what? That's actually quite weird. Now that you say it out loud, that is quite weird the way that it's written because I immediately thought it was added time. It's like, what? No, that makes no sense. But it was 93rd minute, technically, right? If that makes sense?
No.
Yeah, because the full 90 finished and then the extra time started. So this doesn't restart the clock. This just carries on from 90th minute to the 120th. Do you see what I'm saying?
But that would be 30 minutes. 90 plus 30 is 120, so that will be 30 minutes of.
That is 30 minutes of extra time.
Yeah.
Why are we confused? Wait, why are we confused? Why? Wait, extra time is 2 50-minute halves.
Yes.
Yes, so it's 30 minutes, right? 90 plus 30 is 120.
20, yeah. I know that, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So,
but when someone scores, the score in 90 plus 3 is the 93rd minute, isn't it?
No. Because obviously it went to extra time. So if it was added time, it would be 90 plus 3, which obviously makes sense, added time. Mm-hmm. But because it's extra time, the clock, according to Flash Score, starts from 90. So 93rd minute, so 3 minutes in basically into the extra time. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what it's trying to say. But you're right.
And moving on.
You pointed it out. I drop facts, all right, and knowledge and shit. Don't be fucking brushing me aside. But anyway, so 93rd minute, as we've established, Bellingham scores and 2-1. And I think it's done at this point, right? I personally did. I think it was done at this point. But why didn't you?
Do you know, I didn't because obviously historically England do kind of concede a bit like Arsenal, and the way that Norway pressed us, I just thought they were fantastic. I know Haaland went off, and that to me was a sigh of relief, especially because if they did get one, it potentially go to penalties, and he's a really good penalty taker. But no, I felt that they had another chance in them, and they did have a couple of chances. I think they hit the bar, didn't they? I think the guy from Brentford.
They hit the side netting, and yes, there was the.
They had the bar, yeah.
That's right.
So it was, it was.
Was it Aya, wasn't it? Was it Aya?
Aya, that's the one, from Brentford. No, I just thought they were coming on strong. I think Pickford did kind of save us a few times. He did some really decent sort of punches and things like that. I thought, we survived it, but I just thought, that onslaught, it's against someone like, well, it wouldn't be against Spain or France, but against Argentina, I think we'd be on the ropes a bit with them.
I don't know. We're gonna chat about that very shortly. But yeah, sorry. They did have chances, but like I said, I think I felt confident that we were gonna. That was it. It was done. The goal that Bellingham scored. Some commentators were saying that the keeper should have done better there. Was it a spill? Could have punched it out further? Could have caught it or whatever it is? Maybe not caught it because that's crazy. But what do you think? Was that keeper's mistake? Would you put that solely on the keeper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Fuck the keeper.
Yeah.
Man. Fuck that guy.
Because do you know what? I praised him against Brazil. I thought he was excellent against Brazil. He made some absolutely world class saves, and I was expecting him to be as good as, but he just looked like a bit of a Melier type goalkeeper. Shit, have we just signed him?
Damn, that's a hard thing to say, man. But yeah, you're right. I think
it's a similar kind of blooper that he used to do for Leeds, kind of. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. That's fair. I think with Nyland, I think the Brazil game got to his head. I think when he stepped into this match, he was like, yeah, fucking, I'm the guy. Neymar. Yeah, look at me, mate. Look at me. You. It's like, you're no one, right? That was just one fluke match. Get over it. And Brazil was shit. So, nothing to brag about. But, yeah, so he, unfortunately for him, he did spill it. Could have done a little bit better there. But, yeah, Bellingham was there anyway. Penalty that was but wasn't at the same time. What do you think?
Again, if I mean, this is my concern with VAR. They're trying to dictate the game. They're trying to referee the game from afar for their own benefit. If you know what I mean, and that's what worries me. Obviously, going into the next game, because we all saw it in real time, and I thought it was a penalty. I don't know about what your thoughts were. In real time, to me, I was like Trossard, the ref. That's a penalty. Now, for VAR to overturn it, I understand that, but was it a clear and obvious error? And this is the issue with VAR. They're manipulating it to how they want the game to be won, lost, drawn, whatever. And to me, they should have just left that. I mean, the rules of the game, it's a kind of interpretation of it. He put his leg there, but was he just trying to get a foothold in the ground? Was he putting his foot in front of the defender, the defending player, just to get it? I don't think he was intentionally trying to get a penalty. I just think that's just how his legs kind of got entangled. But they've just interpreted it that he did it on purpose. It's one of those, isn't it? I'm
just going to have a look right now, right? Because, I think if I remember correctly in real time, I was like, that's a dive. But 1 second.
Oh, did you think it was a dive in real time?
Yeah, it's a dive. But then obviously when I looked at it, you see Spencer's leg go across and you're just like, nah, you can't give that as a penalty. That's crazy. But look, that's VAR though, isn't it? And then we run into the problem of, do we want it or don't we want it? Do you know what I mean? That's literally what it comes down to. Because if we do, and it looks like it's going to stay, we have to make our fucking peace with it. It doesn't matter how many regulations are passed. Shit is forgotten about.
What pissed me right off though with VAR is that it's the interpretation, isn't it, of whoever's on VAR.
It's a human being, mate.
Yeah.
That's why. If you're going to do it, you do it automatically where it's like, it has no bias.
But you can't help being biased. It's like, it's subconscious bias, like we were saying before.
That's what I'm saying. But like a machine wouldn't care for that. Like, an automatic thing. But again, that's not possible right now. That's fair. I can understand it.
AI should be able to sort that out, shouldn't they?
Well, how accurate can that be? But then it's like, okay, fair enough. If you're going to accept that it's going to have, like, for example, 95% accuracy, and as a fan base, as a population who watch football, we accept it. It's like, all right, cool. But it's going to be non-biased. It's going to be, the rules are going to be followed exactly for everyone. There's going to be no corruption, none of that shit. Do you know what I mean? That's fair enough. Like, but then what we're talking about? We're talking about fucking, robots and iRobot and shit. And
possibly.
No, which is fine. But again, I have no problem with that. If you can make it work, I'd rather have a fucking robot do the refereeing, because then that just takes the human element out of it. And that's, unfortunately, at the end of the day, that is what's prevailing over everything. It is the human element. How do you interpret that? How far back do you go? Oh, well, I think you should go here. If as soon as the words "I think" come into play, that's it. You're done for, because no one has a fucking clue. So you're just guessing. You're moving goalposts, and that's how it feels with VAR at the moment. Everything's moving across. It's like, we looked at this, but not this, because of that minuscule hair that just wasn't, didn't touch. We can't look at it. That's not enough margin. You know what I mean? That's that margin there. That's not good enough. Like, you need to have something more. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone knows we've talked about VAR, and everyone has the same feeling. So there's nothing new here. But yeah, it does ruin. But for me, with Spence, it's like you asked for it. You knew where he was going to go. You put your leg across. Do you know what I mean? So you knew that was going to happen, and unfortunately,
I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it.
But this is the thing, Stevie. This is exactly this is a proving our points that with two different people, we have two different opinions, and there's three fucking people sat in the VAR room.
That's why there's got to be three, haven't there? So they all can't have different opinions. It's got to be one of the. It's got to be two against one, isn't it?
Is the other guy an alien, a fucking robot? Make that guy a fucking robot. Make him have final decisions. and so again, until the human element is taken out of it, unfortunately, that's how VAR is going to work. And you just have to fucking live with it. Right, enough of fucking VAR. Fuck them. Anyway, England won. That was spoiler alert. England won 2-1. We progress now. On to Argentina. Well, not the country, but that'd be fucking war, wouldn't it? Goddamn.
Falklands. Here we go again.
Goddamn.
Were you born when the Falklands was kicking off? You were, were you?
That happened 11 years before I was born.
Look me. Where were you 11 years before Falklands, eh? Were you someone else?
Possibly, yeah, possibly. And died 11 years later.
Yes.
And then became me.
It became you.
Very good. I was actually fighting in the Falklands. For the British. Because it's obviously a fucking British island. Let's move on with it now. Fuck's sake. Oh my God, started war. We're gonna have police come in my house and be like, right, you're inciting violence and terrorism, for fuck's sake. All right, we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out. We're gonna alienate a lot of Argentina fans, but at the same time, fuck them.
Fuck's sake. Good. Uncut.
Just say something, Stevie. Just take it, man.
There's plenty of Argentinians in London, I tell you.
Fuck.
Where do you live again?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not playing that game. I'm retired. Fuck it.
Your number's 012121.
Yeah, fuck that. Yes, so on to Argentina. Now,
I am Argentine.
If you believe the conspiracies, then we're obviously going to lose this match. And my thing is, if you believe the conspiracies that much, then bet your fucking house on Argentina to win. See what happens.
Yes.
I think, honestly, at this point, sorry, that's where we're at. It's like, just put up or shut up, basically. But yeah, on to Argentina. What do you think, Stevie? Like, quick prediction. What do you think?
Breaking it down, obviously, we all know that Messi's not the Messi of 10 years ago. However,
Yep.
he's still fucking fantastic, regardless what you think. And people are saying, "Oh, Argentina, they're a one man." I personally think they're not. I still think they've got like a really good team, and this is getting back to playing great for your club, or not great for your club, and great for your country, and shit for your club. And I think Argentina have got quite a few of those players, and that's what worries me.
Yeah. Obviously, we had a full in-depth discussion about this last episode, so we're not going to go into that. If you're interested in us talking about Argentina, then please check out the previous episode, number 75.
79,000.
What number are we at? Anyway, look, what were we saying about Argentina?
It can be amazing, or it can be shit.
I'm still going to stick with what I said, last week, and I don't really see them as this functioning or well-functioning team. It's Messi and the gang, basically, and again, I don't mean to make that sound bad, but that's what it feels like. It is Messi and the gang, and so far it's been working. So if you believe the conspiracies, like I said, obviously they'll win. But because we're not delving into the conspiracy realm, what do you think? Like in terms of scoreline? Because obviously I know you said that potentially they could be a strong team, but then you look at England, like I said before, we actually are a functioning squad. Like, we are a good squad. We just need someone to come up to us at the 20th minute and be like, lads, fucking get on with it. Oh, yeah, no worries. Let's play some football.
Yeah, I think...
It needs to be wound, basically. We're like the wind-up toys. That's just wind us up, mate. That's what Tuchel does in fucking halftime.
I think we've got the best side of the draw, in all honesty. I think if we had to play Spain or France at this stage, I think it would be good night, basically. It'd be curtains for us, because I think Spain and France are a level above us, personally. I think that the next level, if you know what I mean, and it's out of one of those two, I think they'll win it's a shame that those two are in the semis, to be fair, but probably be a great game tomorrow night. So I do think that playing Argentina is probably better for us rather than playing Spain or France. I'm not saying that it's going to be an easy game. By all means, it's not, because they are serial winners. They're dirty. They know every trick in the book. And they've got one of the greatest players of all time playing for them. Not at his peak, but look at Maradona when he was coming to the end of his career in the World Cup. He single-handedly got them through. And can Messi do the same? Probably can. And they've got the likes of Alvarez and Martinez, Fernandez. They've got some pretty decent players, and that worries me, especially against our defence.
I hope Messi has the number of Maradona's fucking dealer to get someone on that shit that Maradona was on. Do you know what I mean? To fucking do what he did. But when you say one of the greatest, you mean the greatest. I know you're trying to be political and shit, but I know. He's the greatest. He's the greatest.
No,
he is.
He's one of the greatest.
He's the greatest. All right, okay. Let's move on. But no, the good thing is that you're not actually talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. So.
I'm not, no.
I can live
I'm
with
talking
it.
about the other Argentinians.
Yeah, obviously, of course, yeah. And the aforementioned Diego.
Yes. Absolutely. The thing is, I know you didn't grow up with him, right?
Of course, yeah.
But you need to hunt through YouTube, right? I know you're probably not interested. But
no, I've seen clips of Maradona.
No,
I've seen
look
him
at
do
his best spits.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've seen some of those. I've seen some of the stuff that he does at warm-ups with the ball and the way that yeah, of course, some. I mean, come on, shit, man. Like, he was past my time. Like, he's dead now. Rest in peace.
You might have been alive watching him and then died.
Possibly 94. I'm sure my dad was probably watching the World Cup then, but I think that was the one that he was.
Does your dad? Does he follow football, etc.?
Yeah, of course he does. He's an Arsenal.
What's his thoughts on Maradona?
Yeah,
drug cheat kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's sort of in
tarnished his.
Yeah. But he obviously admits that Maradona was definitely one of the best that he's seen. My dad likes Platini. Obviously, Cruyff, that's his favorite player. Was his favorite player, obviously. So total football and all that shit. But yeah, so no, like I said, he's an Arsenal fan, and he again because of the likes of Dennis Bergkamp, and that's why he liked Arsenal to begin with, because he liked Holland and the Netherlands, not Holland. Gets shot for that. But yes. Anyways, moving on. You still didn't give me a scoreline. You still didn't give me a scoreline. Give me a scoreline.
Oh, it's too hard, man.
Just it's trivial.
I'm going to say Desmond, and it's going to go extra time. I'm going to say 2-2.
2-2. Nice. Okay, very nice, by the way. Desmond fucking 2-2. No, okay. Extra time. I mean, there needs to be a winner, so don't hold us in suspense, Stevie.
Hey ho, we're gonna win.
I love it. There you go. Brilliant. That's all you need to say. That's it. Yeah. You don't need to explain yourself. I think we're gonna win as well, because we don't follow this trend of FIFA princess / darlings. I know you do a little bit more than I do, but I want to be tunnel visioned. I want to be naive about this and just be like, it's the beautiful game. For me, it's always a beautiful game first, and then everything else around it. So I kind of have that, at the forefront. But then if I see some bullshit on the pitch, then that can quickly change. But yeah, for me, it's a beautiful game first, and then everything else I have to have my beliefs and hopes, Stevie, okay?
Believe like a child.
I know. It's naive, I know. It's like a child believing in Santa Claus. I know. I
like it.
Do you know what I mean?
It's my new...
but I said that about Arsenal.
You did. I agree. And, I'm remembering now. You did. You believed.
I believed
like a child.
I believed too. And I think, honestly, I think England will win in my mind just to prove everyone wrong about the FIFA Princess Darling bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? so Messi can go free. So either way, he wins in my eyes. Right? He's a winner in my book.
The thing is, do you know what? I don't know if I told you on the last pod, we spoke on the last pod, that I used to want Argentina to win just purely for Maradona, because I used to love watching him. Okay. And is it the same with Messi, that, you know, as much as we hate Argentina as a country, not as a country, as a footballing country.
Fuck it, I'll stay with you, because, hey, look, you were alive during that time. Do you know what I mean? You were alive during that time. I wasn't, so I don't know shit. I'm just reading history, you know?
You know what I mean? Listen, I used to want Argentina to win purely down to the fact of my love of Maradona and his amazing ability.
Not against my country, though.
Single-handedly.
Fuck off. Who the fuck is little Messi, man? Fuck off, you fucking short twat.
So, as much as I want England to win, you know, if we don't win, come on, it's Messi.
Fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fucking go down the chippy, fucking celebrate, fucking England win. Fuck off.
No,
we all of that out, by the way.
It's both ways, aren't we?
No, look, I understand, of course, and throughout the whole tournament, every time Argentina's faced someone, of course, it's always been, as I've said before, it's always been Messi to win. I don't care about the rest of the Argentinian players, right? I couldn't give a shit. But against England, it's like, no, I want England to lift the fucking World Cup. And it would be 60 years after they lifted the first World Cup. Now that for me is, again, at the forefront right here. It's like, I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit. So Arsenal won the Premier League. There's no reason why we can't believe, right? Yeah. So that's all I've got to say about that. But that's fair. You said it. You said your initial answer was that England are going to win. I totally agree with you in terms of scoreline.
As long as we play like Egypt.
Yeah.
Because I think we could probably hold on to a 2-0 lead.
I think we're a bit more organised than, we are more organised than Egypt, and I think the quality that they have, and because linking into what I've been saying about them not being a great team without Messi, I think we'll have more about us, like in terms of, you know, like a little bit more strength about us in comparison to them, a little bit more sort of security and the way that we play. I know obviously all these players play in the top leagues, but you know, we've got mostly Premier League players, right? These are the guys, you know, this is what we measure the rest of the leagues in. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think they're going to fear us as much as we fear them. I think they're going to show us a bit of respect because of our players, you know?
I think they're going to go into this match thinking England is scared because Messi's playing. Not thinking about the fact that they have to play as well. It's always like they're scared because Messi's playing. So I think they're going to go in with a bit of arrogance. Just saying it. You heard it here first, right? You don't know.
Look, he's not the Messi of old, but he's still unbelievable.
Yeah,
he is still. And we've got him against, you know, Jed Spence, Gay, Stones.
Yeah, but that's
Green, isn't it?
That's the
We've
thing.
We've got to defend as a unit. It's got to be collective, and you know.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That we need to defend as a unit, and I think if we do that. Excuse me, jeez, I've got like a little thing going on. If we do that, I think we can negate Messi, and I think the rest will be a little bit easier to take care of. But our midfield needs to be. Stevie, give me 1 second because
you need a glass of champagne.
Yes, I'm going to pour this into my gullet, like Rude.
I can see it through the lid. Glug glug. That's it. Gargle, salt water. And you're done.
Oh, yes, done.
Nice. Walrus of love.
The war. That's a weird thing to picture. But yes. Sorry, yeah. Messi, he is what he is. But again, I think collectively we've got better individuals in comparison. Not compared to Messi, compared to the rest of the team. Let's just be clear about that. So I think that's where our strength will come in. And I think that's why we'll probably win. But yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting one. There's history behind this fixture, and of course, English fans out there. I don't want to say British fans because I'm sure some Scottish fans are going to support Argentina. I don't know.
Bastard.
I love that you bastard. Yeah, all that stuff. That was too fun, man. Honestly, I was actually laughing with almost tears on the train.
I haven't heard it yet,
because I totally forgot about it until like the next day. But yeah, that shit was funny, man. But yeah, so that remains to be seen. We've got France versus Spain coming up tomorrow. So that's Tuesday. We're recording this on a Monday for people who don't know days. We need reminding of how the days work. So yeah, I mean, a quick prediction on that, Stevie. What are we thinking?
I think France is going to be too good. As much as I think Yamal is probably one of the best with Mbappe at the moment. I think France will probably have too much, won't they?
He's done shit this World Cup, though, I think, Yamal.
Who, Yamal?
Yeah, I don't think he's done that.
I think in flashes, he's kind of looked almost amazing, unstoppable.
Yeah.
I think I've liked the look of him personally. And I think it's going to be a great game tomorrow. I can't wait for it tomorrow, to be fair. I think if that had been a final, it would have been great. But
yeah, absolutely.
I think because it's a semi, it might even be better because there's that much at stake. I don't know. Who knows? No.
I agree. I agree with you, Stevie. I think the semi-final will add more pressure. Of course, the final is what it is, but I feel like you go into this other sort of trance into the final. Like, yeah, all right, this is it now. This is it for everything. Whereas the semi-final is like, shit, if I lose this, I'm gone. Like, I need to claw into this. I don't know. It's a weird thing, isn't it? Because in the final, you're fighting for the actual trophy. It's literally right there for you to pick up. But the semi-final, I don't know, it just feels
probably has more riding on it, doesn't it? Because it's like,
I think so.
You're probably scared to lose, so sometimes you can either sit back and be too cautious, or it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, because in the final,
there's too many good players on shore to be cautious.
Yeah, I think so. I think so as well. And I think if England make it into a final, because Tuchel has handled finals before, I think we'll manage that quite nicely. And look, all the stars could be aligning, Stevie. They could be aligning.
I know, I agree, but I just have this sneaky feeling it's going to be we're mirroring Arsenal's season, and we'll potentially get the final, get beat off a French team. I don't know.
Don't say that.
Go out and score first.
Don't say that.
France come back.
See, you're talking shit now because I'm already picturing France being eliminated by Spain.
Right.
So that's the way I'm just this vision in my mind.
Mikel Merino getting the winner in the final.
I don't think he's going to get the winner, but I think he'll get a goal.
There's a lot of bit of sweetness going on, isn't there? It's like we've got quite a lot of Arsenal players still left in the tournament.
Yeah, we do. Apart from Argentina, that's why we don't like them. So
yeah,
they've got Tottenham. They've got
Martinez.
Tottenham players. Yeah, but they've got Tottenham players and fuck Martinez as well.
I know.
Get me, bro.
But pair of them twats.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway.
Yeah, we need to eliminate them.
So yeah, I don't know. I know France have been stronger, but I think Spain have been a bit like snaky.
Canny.
Yeah, cunning. Yeah, that's good. That's a good word. I like that. Yeah, cunning. I think that's probably the word that fits, to be honest, because again, you put Merino on, the guy scores. It's like, come on, mate. This is not even real. That's why I said to you on the message, like, this guy's a joke. Like,
it's
what
bizarre,
the fuck?
Absolutely bizarre.
I'd be very surprised if he carried on to a third match in a row. That would be just the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, if he does score the winner against France, I kind of will forgive him and let him, stay at Arsenal for the rest of his career.
Statue at Arsenal.
It's got to be. I don't know why. It just has to be for that stupid.
Do you understand?
Isn't he the first player in World Cup history to score 2 goals to win a game or something like that?
In consecutive matches, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. And honestly, mate, this is why I personally have been saying to you for a long time that Merino is a good player. He may not be your fucking Morgan Rogers, your fucking Kvaratskhelia. No, that's fine. But the job that he does, no one fucking else does that. No one else does that. He does it so efficiently as well, and that's the good thing about him. He does it efficiently. Maybe he doesn't do it for the full 90 minutes. Fair enough, I'll give you that. But when he comes on, he makes a difference, mate. And especially when he comes on as a striker or in that false 9 position. He finds himself, in just the perfect space. That's what he does. He just needs that one bit of space.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, right? I don't rate him. I think the Premiership's far too quick for him. I think internationally, it suits him, his pace. Spain have quite a lot more possession. So I'm going to agree with you in that respect that he does come on, he scores some important goals. But the pace of the Premiership, to me, it just passes him by personally. And would I keep him? Yes, I suppose I would. Just purely down to the fact that he's something different that you can throw on at the end. But he's not a starter for me for Arsenal. Sorry, he's just not.
Unfortunately, Mourinho haters are out of the committee of whether Mourinho can stay or not. Like you're not part of it. You didn't get the invite, so it doesn't matter what you think. Really, it's a moot point.
But look, he doesn't get into anyone else's starting 11.
He doesn't. No, of course he doesn't. No, I don't think he does. In the 20 Premier League teams,
he does get in maybe a few.
Yeah, I think a couple of bottoms. Yeah, bottom.
Bottom third type.
He's a bottom feeder, and he's a bottom feeder. That's what he does. But either way, look, if he keeps doing that for Arsenal for the next couple of seasons, shit, yes, he's worth every fucking penny. He's worth every minute that you give him.
He was only 30 million, wasn't he?
Was he? Well, I think it was less than that, wasn't he? It was like 28 or something, was it? Yeah, something like that.
He was right about that, yeah.
But, right, well worth it. Same as Trossard as well. Yeah. We've said this before, well worth it, the money that we paid. Imagine fucking getting Mudryk. Oh my God. I'd rather shot myself. But anyway, hindsight. Thank you, Chelsea, for coming to the rescue. Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea, for selling us Mudryk.
Super Chelsea, and got yourself a fine at the same time. So brilliant. But yeah, so I think that's the way I look at France versus Spain. Just to cap off for the evening. I can just picture it a little bit. Maybe France will feel the pressure a little bit too much. But yeah, they're a great side.
Who do you think? I mean, obviously we probably won't be doing a pod now till next week, and the final is this week. So it's semi-final tomorrow on Wednesday, and then final Sunday. Who's your overall winner?
I'll be honest, Stevie. Right? I'll be honest.
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say Anglais?
Yeah, for a while I was thinking France.
You're feeling it, aren't you?
Look, initially I could see an England-France in the final, but then when you said Spain versus France, I was like, ooh, Spain. You know, they're good. Like, you know, they've got some fucking good players. So let's just, let's not pretend that they're let's not pretend that
let's just pretend that
they're not the underdogs. That's what I was trying to say, but it was just too quick in my brain.
The hot dogs.
Yes, they are not the underdogs going into this match. So it's a clash of titans, basically. Let's just face it. So yeah, that's why I think I can see France England in the final, but I can also see Spain beating France. It's a weird one, but I'm going to go England France final. There you go. That's it. Final word on that.
Boom.
Okay. I said it.
And on that note, folks, right, let's swiftly move on.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add for the World Cup? Or?
I don't know what that wink was.
Claudia Winkleman.
No, I think, to be honest, there's not much going on, even in terms of Arsenal. There's been some transfer rumours. Julian Alvarez has been greenlit.
Really?
It sounds like, when someone says you've been greenlit, it sounds like, they're going to get assassinated.
Gaslit, maybe?
Yeah, gaslit. I think that's a much better fit. But no, I don't. I mean, do you have anything that you want to add, by the way, before we leave?
I think we've just been linked with the same players, haven't we? And
nothing new.
We've discussed on our little WhatsApp group, the situation with Alvarez and other certain players, which, my feelings on it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, nothing's really changed since last week. And this is the problem with transfer rumours and stuff. They don't tend to move very quick at this point.
Not in our case, anyway.
Well, exactly. Yeah, Arsenal, isn't it? Like, we're probably one of the worst for transfer fucking rumours. But yeah, obviously the World Cup's going to be finished next week. We'll probably come back and do a pod on the Monday just to recap on obviously best squad, players, that type of shit. We'll figure something out for next week. And we've also got the Grand Prix.
The
next weekend.
GP, the Belgique.
The Belgique, yeah. Le Spa-Francorchamps.
Very good. Looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it, mate. And honestly, I realised this weekend, I was like, I need some F1 in life, like every week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it needs to be a weekly thing, doesn't it?
It does need to be a weekly thing, but I can understand, obviously, it's a bit impossible to do that.
Logistics, yeah.
Or you can have all European legs, which they can be every week, and then have your summer break, and then you have your Asian leg.
South America. Yeah, I understand that. I think they should spread it out and make it, every week or every 2 weeks. So at least you have something to look forward to. Yeah. And then they go to the American or Asian ones or wherever. And
you can have like 3-week breaks in between. Yeah. Like the season.
And keep it yearly.
Yeah.
So they don't get any time off.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. No, the next snap, man. The spine will just...
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be... Okay, I can't even... Okay, we will be back next week. I'm going to go to speech therapy, so yeah,
sometime.
No, we will be back next week. And Stevie, is there anything, final words before we leave, my friend? Anything else?
I feel as though we're just wrapping this up a bit too quickly for my liking, but I was trying to think of anything else.
Don't fall for the trap, all right? Don't fall for the trap, okay? Like, don't do it. We're not going to an hour and a half, Stevie. We're not doing it.
I was actually wanting to mention about Pickford again. Very quickly. That I just think that this game against Argentina just could be a perfect game for him, because I think he's suited to do really, really well against this little small diminutive teams. I think he's not suited to the likes of the Norways, probably France in all honesty. But I think against Argentina, I think that he's really suited, and I think Pickford's going to be our man of the match. Hope he's not, because that means our goal's going to be peppered. I think that he's going to be pretty good. I think
it's crazy prediction.
Saka's going to be our man of the match.
Saka's going to be the man of the match, mate. It's going to be Bellingham or Kane. Like, let's not even...
We can't, because it's obvious it's them two all the time.
Oh, okay. Sorry, are we playing that game? All right, okay. I'm going to go with... Do you know what? I can even see an Anthony Gordon be a man of the match.
Why is he playing Rashford? Why didn't he bring Rashford on?
Yeah,
we did mention that, didn't we?
He did, didn't he? Later on. Didn't he bring Rashford later on?
He never brought him on. He brought fucking Big DB on the back.
Oh, I thought he brought him on.
Fucking Spencer, fuck. And,
Jed Spencer, yeah, fuck that guy, by the way. I do not like that player. I do not like him.
I don't like him.
Never have.
Tiny.
Hold on. I thought you brought Rashford on. Sorry, 2 seconds.
No.
Oh, you did not. Well, yeah, that's a good point, actually. You probably should have brought Rashford on. But I think, someone like Anthony Gordon could have a man of the match performance. Elliot Anderson, again, he could potentially do that as well. But again, I'd rather have the attackers be man of the match, like a Bellingham, Kane, Saka, all that stuff. Not Madueke, because he's never going to fucking get that.
Do you think he'll start him?
Against Argentina, honestly, I'd start with Saka. To be honest, I wouldn't even entertain.
Saka.
Yeah, if you
might start with Saka and Rashford. Like, he seems to alternate. It's like Madueke, Gordon, Saka, Rashford.
I'm happy with that. Saka, Rashford. That's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout. I'll be honest with you. And I think they're both strong players. They can get in there. They could probably even draw some fouls from Cristiano Romero. Is he playing, or does he have a red card?
Yeah, he is. He's playing.
So, yeah.
Didn't he get injured for Tottenham, though, and thought he was crying because he was going to be miss the World Cup?
Yeah, that was all lies. That was all bollocks, because everything was just going tits up at Tottenham, and he wanted to, basically, he wanted a bit of a safety net just to be like, I had nothing to do with this season, mate. I was out for fucking weeks. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, Christian, we know what you're doing. Okay, brilliant. Okay, Stevie, we will leave it there then, my friend. And thank you, everyone, for... Oh, hands up.
Wave
them in the air. Hands up.
No, carry on.
It's okay. Hands up. I was just going to bring it to an end, but please. Hello. What I got right there. Okay, no. We're going to...
Bring it to an end, boy.
Should we bring it to an end? Are you sure? Good. All right, we will leave it there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, review, all that kind of nice stuff. It helps us out. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, so please do it. Get out there. Click it. Right, stay safe, stay alert. Stevie, send us the fuck out.
Can you join me in this one, Larry? A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. It's coming home.
I'm not doing it. I'm going to delete this. No, I'm going to actually delete this from... I refuse to have that on this podcast.
What about this one then?
I refuse. Do not sing Hey Jude. Do not sing Wonderwall. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Au revoir.
Okay, thank you. Fucking I don't want it. I don't even know you, bastard.